With the Minnesota Vikings taking care of Daniil the Real Deal Hunter on a revised one-year deal, next up on deck to play Who Wants to Be a Multi-Millionaire? Again, but a lot more. Our superstar wide receiver, Justin frickin' Jefferson, who's probably going to be the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history, rightfully so, as well as TJ Hockenson, who looks to make a big dent in the tight end market as well. And Hockenson, who came over from the Lions last year, the low-energy Detroit Lions, former number 8 overall pick back in the day out of Iowa. I mean, it makes sense because he looks like the logo. It was meant to be, man. And after the trade, right at the deadline, he came in like a gangbusters, like a ball of fire, like whatever cliches you want, but by and large, in most statistical categories, he was a top 3, top 5 tight end in the league behind, well, if Travis Kelce was not in the NFL, like TJ Hockenson would have gotten love for being the best tight end in the game. Fantasy wise, he was tight end 3 last year behind Kelce and George Kittle, and TJ Hockenson is going to land himself a pretty sizable contract. And Kwesi at his opening of training camp presser even addressed TJ's contract situation specifically. Ben Gessling, Strib, go. Adofo-Mensah said he talked recently with TJ Hockenson's agent about a possible contract extension for the Vikings tight end as well. Quote, another person that fits what we want to bring in the long term. We're going to try and find a solution for that as well, end quote. And that was back on July 25th. He's currently playing on his 5th-year option, making $9.3 million and change. But how much is his long-term deal going to be potentially with the Vikings? Hopefully with the Vikings. Pro Football Focus's Brad Spielberger took a shot at this. Hockenson was seemingly the entire football world fixated on the running back market's woes, and understandably so. That consistently. By the way, it's funny that PFF is like, I don't know why running backs don't make money after they. Basically, PFF is geared toward just undervaluing running backs, but sort of is what it is. The consistently underwhelming and extraordinarily team-friendly tight end market has once again flown under the radar. The position carries with it a career shelf life that rivals the attrition at running back, and teams have leveraged this reality. Jimmy Graham says hi. I don't know, but teams have leveraged this reality for years against players who contribute as much in the passing game as many top number 2 wide receivers in the NFL, while also maintaining responsibilities as blockers. Hockenson is no exception, and this contract should be viewed as a very important deal at the position. Has Hockenson lived up to his number 8 overall draft pick billing? Arguably no. But also, hey, Lions, why are you taking tight end so high? Like Eric Ebron says hello. Clearly, the new Detroit Lions brass didn't think so, exercising his 5th-year option last season before trading him to the division rival Minnesota Vikings. However, is he a top talent at the position who just turned 26 years young, coming off the best stretch of his NFL career and the ability to put up massive stat lines on any given Sunday? Yeesh. Hockenson ranks 2nd among tight ends and regular season targets after the trade deadline was 60. I just said that. And then quarterback Kirk Cousins looked his way 10 times the playoff loss to the New York Giants. Should have been 9. During which Hockenson racked up 10 for $129. The former Iowa Hawkeye, who did not bet on sports, apparently he's the only Iowa football player or Iowa State football player who didn't, has put up 3 straight season-long receiving grades above 73 on at least 60 receptions. Over that span, he ranks 5th in yards after the catch, 945, 3rd in contested catches, 31, 7th in 15-plus yard receptions, 43, and 6th in forced missed tackles, 23, and also partridge in a pear tree. Also, if that forced missed tackles would have been 24, I mean, the Vikings would have been dancing still. Anyways, Minnesota is willing to sign a primarily blocking tight end in Josh Oliver this offseason to a tune of 3 years, $21 million. And Hockenson should comfortably double that average annual value on a multi-year extension. Contract projection, 4 years, $64 million, $16 million per year, $37.5 million total guaranteed, not included, which will put him as the number 2 paid tight end in the league. And right now, SpotRack estimates his market value at $14.4 per year, a 4-year deal worth about $57.7, and doesn't say anything about guaranteed, but that would put him as tight end 3 in terms of tight end pay. And in terms of, all right, so the Darren Waller deal is almost an outlier at this point, but the SpotRack estimated deal will put him between Kittle and Kelce, unless Kelce starts punching dudes in the face again and trying to get a better deal. And the PFF Brad deal of $60 million per year will put him right between Darren Waller and George Kittle at number 2. And for the Vikings, like we said, I mean, Josh Oliver and TJ Hockenson are going to do some business, man. And I think that Hockenson has a chance to really thrive because Oliver's going to do a lot of the dirty work, inline blocking. That's what he does. How much you pay that offensive lineman to block? Let him block. Josh Oliver is a mountain of a man. He's basically a 6 offensive lineman, even though he does have some nice hands, as evidenced by his time at San Jose State. But I think that Hockenson is going to get freed up to do a lot of creative things. I think that you're going to see him split out wide at the X or the Z in the slot. You're going to see him maybe even in the backfield. I think that Kevin O'Connell is going to get really creative with that 12 personnel look, and Hockenson could put up absolutely Lulu numbers this year and get paid, and rightfully so, man. But I do want something to get done because you saw the value of Hockenson last year, and if it is somewhere in the neighborhood of $16 million per year, even when you're looking at $30 million plus, $32 million plus per year for Jefferson, just make it happen. Just do it, man. Hashtag the cap is a myth. But just, hey, the tripod of the Vikings offense moving forward until they discover who their next quarterback is going to be, JJ, TJ, Darrisaw. Those 3 guys playing premium positions. And yes, I consider Hockenson a primarily pass-catching tight end, a premium position. They're going to give you a puncher's chance in any fight. Just swing away. Take care of it, man. Hockenson get punched in the face here? Must have been a left-hander. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Hockenson extension estimates. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.